Tap In, the hottest podcast in Atlanta, Georgia right now. And I got three amazing guests with me right now, man. Y'all want to go ahead and introduce yourselves, man? What y'all working on? What y'all got?
Hey man, it's your boy Zay, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Zaythos. That's Zaythoz.
Big Zay.
What's up? It's 7D. You can follow me on Instagram, everything, Twitter, SEVNDEEP_. You can also find me on every platform. Every platform on the 7D as well.
Facts. Big facts.
It's your boy Super Duper South Flame, South James. Y'all already know. X South James, SOUF.
Dude.
South side with an F. You heard me, South James. Yeah. On everything. Instagram, Twitter, Pornhub, all that.
You got an OnlyFans page too. So y'all tap in.
We on live.
That's what we gonna do this episode, man. We gonna do something real crazy. We gonna introduce these three brothers to y'all, man. They doing phenomenal things. Definitely next leaders of the generation for sure. They gonna tap in. They gonna tell y'all a story. They gonna let y'all know how they got to where they at now. It's gonna be a whole big thing. So stay tuned and tap in.
Yeah.
You niggas broca, cállate la boca. Plata de dinero, yo kinda lo queso. Plata de dinero, yo kinda lo queso. Plata de dinero.
Tap in. We back at it again, man. This is the hottest podcast in Atlanta, Georgia right now, the Tap In podcast. And I got Big Zay on the flow. Big Zay.
Yeah, let's go.
Big Zay on the flow, dog. And Zay gonna tell you, like, Zay, what you got cracking right now, big dog?
All right, so right now, I'm just doing a little bit of music or whatever, music videos, stuff like that.
Facts.
But, we come from a family of, first of all, you got to get past stage one.
Gotta get past stage
us
one.
coming from Richmond, Virginia, or whatever.
go.
Both of these dudes, they had Richmond on smash, got
Facts.
to the top. So then it was my turn. So
Big
I had
facts.
to do the same thing.
Big facts.
So now I'm here in Atlanta trying to do it on a different level. We just, you know how that goes.
So Big Bros definitely set the standard for you.
Yeah, definitely. So I had to do it like that first. Got my city on smash.
Facts.
So now we're ready.
Big facts.
Exactly.
Right. Finish.
Period.
Let's get it cracking.
Period.
This
Facts.
is, you
True.
are
Seven.
older, bro.
I'm the oldest bro.
Older bro. 7.
The one.
7 in the building.
Yeah, I just moved back from. I just moved here from LA. I was in LA for a year.
Okay.
Went out there, kind of tapped into my creative bag as far as like with the music, with
Big
the videos
facts.
and everything like
Big
that.
facts.
Moved to Atlanta because it's only right. My dad's here. My younger brother's here. They got Atlanta on smash. So I definitely came here. I'm closer to my younger bro. Like he giving us his praises, but this guy's the most talented one out of all of us.
Dude.
I feel like this guy's really got the ear and the vision.
The raging.
That's the guy right there. But here just shot I got a 10-minute YouTube video of my whole entire EP on
Facts.
YouTube. You can definitely
Big
check
facts.
out Maurice Monroe.
Tap
The
in.
EP is on all major platforms. Definitely check it out. I'm working on my new project now that's going to feature these guys as well. So it's lit.
So Big
South.
Bro had to come back down home and say,
Yeah, LA was a
let me
little
show y'all
too weird
niggas
for
how this shit's supposed to go. Let me show
That
y'all
was
niggas how this
fast.
supposed to go.
He should have been talking for way longer. He got
Facts.
way more to say.
Big facts. All right, Saul, what you got on the flow, kid?
Oh man, no man.
What you got on the flow, big dog?
No, it's South James. Regular with my family. I'm with we tapping in right now.
Tapping in.
We just trying to motivate, like just hustle and motivate, like Nipsey said.
Dude.
Set the tone.
Marathon continues.
Run that first leg,
sir.
pass the baton.
Yes, sir.
And just keep it going. That's all I can say. Just dropped the video, Plata de Dinero. We definitely, what should I say? International.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We definitely own it. So
All
we
niggas
just
talking
love
Spanish.
streaming. Streaming is
Definitely
the way
talking
to get the
Spanish.
money. So, we gonna get the money. We're gonna break the bank.
Big facts.
And we got some, we just working, man. World Star, YouTube, anything you wanna do. Google, whatever, I don't know, let the work speak for itself.
Dog.
What's up?
Like I
Like
said,
a rock. What's up? We on live. We at the podcast.
That's
Good
what I
podcast.
said. That's what I said. It's up and it's stuck. It's over with. It's
Shout out
over
to
with.
Like a Rock Richmond VA in the building.
So like I said,
Yeah,
man,
we
I got my
definitely
dog
south.
Sofin with me in the building. I got my dog Seven, my nigga Zay, doing all three of them doing their thing, man. So y'all tap in, bro. We finna really touch bases and really go deeper into what really makes them, how they got to where they at now.
Mello was saying.
And yeah, I mean this is a podcast. This is a podcast. So yeah, tap in.
Plata de dinero, yo kinda lo queso. Plata de dinero, yo kinda lo queso. Plata de dinero, yo kinda lo queso. Plata de dinero.
What's going on, man? This is Tap In, the hottest podcast in Atlanta, Georgia, going live.
Yes, sir.
From Atlanta, Georgia, going live from Stockbridge, actually, to put an exact address on it. You know what I'm saying?
You did.
And I got my two famous dogs with me and my amazing calls with me. Marcel Bossy in the building.
You know I'm here.
Marcel Bossy, and I gotta introduce my two amazing guests with me. I got South James.
Oh, yes.
What's going
South
on, ladies
James.
and gentlemen? Super duper
South
I'm
James.
tapping in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not act like you know why we here.
All right, facts. So LeBron James doing this thing, and South James is here.
I'm here.
There you go. There you go.
You dunking on him.
There you go.
Well,
And we got Pops, the amazing OG in the building. Amazing OG in the building.
You know.
OG in the building, most 1718 is what they call it.
You feel me?
Tap
We wouldn't
Tap
be
in.
here without this man.
If it wasn't,
sir.
that's a
Anton on
fact.
that, you
That's
smell
a
me?
fact. That is a fact.
Legacy building.
Acts.
Legacy builders in the building.
Big facts. Absolutely.
Rare conversations right now.
And we are at the sneaker shop
Hey man.
out of Stockbridge, Georgia, bro.
Stockbridge, man.
You should
Y'all
rest-
motherfuckers pull up. Pull up.
You see the sneakers on the
You
floor.
feel me? They got what you need.
Yeah,
Pull
real
the fuck up.
29 North Henry. Please.
1,000.
So all I want to do, fellas, is, man, just really tap in. I want y'all to tell y'all story.
We need to know what's going on with, like, what they got going on. We need to know what's popping.
All right, cool.
You feel me? Because they getting it done. You feel me?
I want to keep it professional.
Okay,
let me do
okay.
my professional.
All right,
let me do
all
my
right.
professional. Just for the
word.
light-skinned people that might be watching.
Okay.
Let me do my professional introduction.
Okay, word.
All right,
Word.
here we are, father and son, gathered to you today,
Doing their damn thing.
and we are at the Sneaka Plug.
Yes, sir.
The Sneaka Plug. That is in
Amen.
Stockbridge, Georgia.
Good Stockbridge. Stackbridge. We call it stack. 'cause
Okay,
we from Richmond,
okay.
VA. Be clear, too. Be clear. I'm from Richmond, VA.
Talk that
South
shit,
Plains,
goddamn
South
it.
James is south side of the James. So
100.
I'm from Richmond, VA.
Facts.
But we migrated to Stackbridge.
Stockbridge.
Stockbridge,
We may call it Stockbridge, but it's up. It is stuck.
Stackbridge.
I'm gonna keep telling y'all the same thing.
You
but
can't
next
talk shit
question.
now.
Don't
I
get it
stay in
twisted.
Stockbridge. I stay in Stockbridge.
Don't
You
get
can't
it
talk shit no more. You can't talk shit no more. I'm just
God damn
I
it.
thought it was a.
The bridge.
I didn't
There you go. There you go.
I didn't want to. I would have. I ain't gonna even say. It's a
Well, I had
podcast.
it.
We keeping it.
Okay, yeah.
It ain't a video because I gotta think. Damn, I should have bought the racks out. Damn.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
Shit. It's all good. I'm just joking. I know. Yeah, nah.
Right.
Hey, I'm tapped in. When I'm tapped in, they gotta know what's going on. But next,
100.
Dude, I feel you. So, South, tell us about it, bro. How did you become to where you are now? Like, what's your beginning? Like, how did you?
Where it all start? Where you from? For one,
Shout out,
let
yeah.
everybody know where you from, how you got to Stackbridge.
Yeah.
You know, put us on game. Put us on
I'm
game.
from Richmond, VA. Like I said, I got my name from where I'm from. So
Okay.
south of the James, that's where I'm from. I just took the out south side of Richmond, VA. So it was like it was number one in murders, it's crime high,
True.
and you know it's nothing but like really it's like they want to call it crabs in the barrel.
Right.
So it's like, but I ain't really look at it like that. And then I think that's why I had so much success out there, because you know I always just didn't. I just don't know, just resilience and just kind of just I don't know. It's hard to explain.
How long you been doing music?
Music? All my life for real. But
Word.
like taking it serious, I want to say like after high school, I went to college. Some college tried, but that's when I kind of like was
Virginia
like,
State.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, nah, for real. I got one time Wale pulled up and he pulled up on campus because he went to V-State.
Facts.
And that's when I knew. I'm like, okay,
Not
wait a
my
minute.
I got that.
My
With the
baby.
tour bus rap,
1,000.
energy was stupid high. I was like, oh, shit.
1,000. Well, see, y'all don't know, but they got a whole operation, got their own little setup and all that stuff. We'll do it now, but when was the first time you stepped into the studio? When was the first time you got behind that mic?
When I first got behind the mic,
You were like, what was the
I was
first
in
time?
10th grade. One of my friends, two of my buddies that was in my class, and then like they dad had a studio set up for one of my friends.
Facts.
It was fire too, so I was like, damn. And they was rapping before me. I was rapping in class, but they were like, nah, you need to come too. So I'm like, all right. And then, but it was way different when I started. Like my first time behind the mic was terrible.
I feel you.
Facts.
So
but,
like with that explanation for real, music wasn't like your go-to. Would you say it was your go-to, or
did you have something else
You might be
playing?
right.
yeah, did you have
Yeah,
something
you're
else
right.
to go
That's
in?
crazy. Y'all,
You feel me?
y'all tapped in.
Appreciate it,
man.
bro.
Okay.
Tap in.
I definitely was like in the sports before music.
What sport? What sport?
I was in the football.
Oh, okay. Okay. What
So,
position?
Running back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was a flanker in my day, so I was a flanker, so I know what's up. You feel me? Okay.
Yeah, man. I used to love to toss to the outside. You know, break the
Yeah,
right down your whole sideline.
Damn.
Yeah,
The little is one.
you ain't
too.
got speed
The
like
little
that.
is one too. The little is one. That's how I got my buzz. Football. And then when I started doing music, especially in my city, that's when it was like, oh, we already know who he is.
Oh, dude.
You were
And
starting.
he go hard. Yeah. Right.
Oh, okay.
Man, my brother, that jersey right there, that's my brother. He played for the Vikings right now. Number 41.
Oh, get the
starting
fuck
safety.
out of here.
Anthony Harris.
Get the fuck out of here.
Franchise. I mean, they I don't even gonna go there.
1,000,
It's crazy,
1,000,
man.
1,000.
I drafted too, Richmond, VA. Crazy. That's
Big
my brother.
facts.
Undrafted.
All right, so cool. Running back, running niggas over,
Blah,
doing
blah,
your
blah.
thing on the field.
Smashing
That's
niggas.
cool. All right, so how did that transition before the studio?
Yeah.
Once you got into the studio, what made you say like, all right, cool, I'm gonna actually take this shit serious, or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
even
yeah,
accept
yeah.
the invitation to actually jump into the studio for real?
Yeah.
Okay. What made me really take it serious is I put out this mixtape called Living Out the Trunk.
Okay.
And then that was like my first little project
Dude.
that I recorded in his studio, because that was like, it was crazy because now we got the store, but we always kind of, he groomed me to go into business, period. So since I was little, like just like counting money, watching him, because he was, he was cutting hair, but he retired.
yeah,
The young
hustling in your
champion got
blood,
the,
for sure.
in the record time too. Good record time. If you don't retire your parents before they 50, you not even on my level. You like
1,000.
that way.
you.
But anywho,
1,000.
so he but he groomed me to be on some money shit.
Dude.
Straight up.
Dude.
So boom. After that, I would say you were saying what made me take it serious, but that
Right.
That
and
transition.
one of
like,
my actually his best friend, he passed away. He helped us put the shelves up in the store.
Dope.
I had the Living Out the Trunk project, and one of the songs they kept saying they liked. So at first it was like, I'm
some
rapping. It
play
was like
type,
they wasn't
yeah.
really like hearing
feel
it.
you.
And then after, like, everybody else was like, oh no, you need to hear the homie. Like, this your son? What? Like,
you got bars.
and then he like, okay, hold on, let me pay attention to
Yo,
that.
you going crazy.
And then that was like, then they found one song, and it was like, oh yeah.
This
And
is
then-
Let's say-
okay.
and
We
his
gonna
best
rock with
friend
this.
passed away too, so
Like shortly after that shit.
yeah, so
He was a heavy
like after
supporter.
we got the store and he put the shelves up.
Dude.
Like, but from there, that's when I took it serious, to go back to your question.
Facts. Big
And
facts.
then to speed along, I like I said, I was already like popular. So then I dropped this song called Dead Ass on YouTube. You can go on there right now.
Facts.
And that's what set it off. And once I dropped that motherfucker,
That's when
it was
Richmond,
over with.
Virginia tapped in.
Yeah,
There
for
it is.
sure.
Tapped
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
fact.
We changed the game.
All right,
And-
so
yeah.
And
So-
actually, that song wound up being an anthem.
Yeah, to this day.
And once
Legendary.
I saw him do that, and I saw not so much him, but I saw the response from the crowd. When I saw the crowd, that's when it changed the game.
So
Like, it was
he hit the stage with this song.
Oh yeah,
it was on the radio. It was
Yeah.
everywhere. I mean, we would be in the barbershop. I'm cutting hair.
Well,
He's selling Crazy Buzz apparel, and then the song comes on. Shout us all out.
Hey, that's a
Shout
song.
out to Anton's barbershop.
Hey, that's lit.
Yeah.
Crazy
That's
Buzz,
fucking
dead
lit.
ass.
Yeah.
And everybody is.
That's fucking lit.
You definitely go on YouTube.
That's
You can
fucking
see
lit.
So
Well, I
that's
heard
when
it.
I think not only did we know, but the city knew that it was bigger than what we ever could have imagined. Because I never would have saw that coming. Initially opening up the studio. Shout outs to 2 Beyond Recording Studios, big homies, everyone who helped out, and there's so many of you who helped out. We can't even name everybody. There's so many.
Hey, shout out to y'all.
to the 2 Beyond
For real.
and all that.
Now, before we hop into Anton Bag, you smell me? I got another question for you. So, when it comes to this music stuff, you've been doing this since you were in high school.
Yeah.
What inspired you? What pretty much got you going? Like, who do you listen to on a regular basis? Give us
crazy.
your top 5 people.
I'm gonna be honest.
Your top 5.
Blood.
It's crazy, like this super duper dope, y'all. Y'all actually fire.
Like, for real, though.
Definitely top in.
He put me on the spot.
To answer your questions, for real.
Your top 5 people who inspire you bumping on a regular basis.
I'm gonna be honest. What inspired me really, like when I start, like, and when I got into it, like I got a little song on the radio, got a buzz, blah blah blah. And mind you, we sell clothes too. So right now, you'll see it tomorrow. But anywho, we was Crazy Buzz apparel like to this day. But anyway, long story short, of course, when I we was telling y'all the dead ass, but like when I did this song with Young Dolph, that's the shit that goddamn.
So you gotta elaborate on that.
I'll fuck with Dolph.
Now I got a verse for you.
I'll fuck with
now I got a verse for
Dolph. Okay.
Mind on my money. Money on my mind.
Nah, you got a song with Dolph though, bro?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's lit.
Yeah.
Like, I'll fuck with Dolph, nigga. That's lit as hell, nigga. Like, you ain't nobody motherfucking get no motherfucking feature from Dolph.
Yeah, for real. I was listening to it today, like, man.
How did you pull that off?
Definitely curious on how that pulled
Like I was saying, we was telling y'all about the song Dead Ass, right?
Right.
So I had I'm hot in my own city, right? So like the promoters, I'm on every show.
Right.
Okay.
And one of the shows that I'm on was his show.
Right.
But I was opening up though. So it was crazy. So I was like, we both kind of like not started at the same time. Like he started before me, I'm younger than him, but he was hot. Like when he kind of caught a buzz, like not even kind of, like he was hot, like preach. Like that shit was fire.
Early stages,
But I had opened up. So it didn't happen right away, but I opened up like twice.
Right.
Like the first one, that's probably the one. That's the one that I caught his attention. Like,
Right.
So the first one I had, because like I said, it's my
You did
city.
your thing.
So when I go on there, everybody know the song.
You did your thing.
He heard the crowd reaction, so he like, who the fuck is that?
Facts.
So when I'm watching him go on, he actually he shouted me out before he performed.
Big
So I was like, oh.
Shout out to Saul, that nigga went crazy.
Yeah. Like, he knew this is my city. Like, hey, now I gotta show some love. I know if I say
Facts.
somebody a native, blah blah blah, he had a good show. So then after that, I came to Atlanta because I was like back and forth anyway. Well, not even really back and forth, but I know I came back or something, and then I did another one, and that's when we locked in. He went from like one venue to a bigger venue, so now he was like kind of like, but he remembered that. So when I seen him,
You got to open up for both of them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Like I ain't, not even open up. Like if I come to your show, they gonna drop they gonna give me the mic, like in my city.
Facts. So you lock in.
They gonna play it anyway.
You lock in. You feel me? I can dig that.
That's
I can dig that.
connection. Good relationship right there.
For sure.
It was super dope.
Facts.
So he came to the studio with you, or y'all kind of like?
I'll never forget. I had did the little. I wasn't even expecting to perform, so I was just there to watch, cause he, like he was, like he one of my favorite rappers.
Fact.
Like period.
I fuck with Dolph.
Right now, cause I really know he independent. That's the way I want to go.
Facts.
And how I learn is visual. So like seeing is believing, and I know him. Like we got like I know. So at that point I didn't know him, but you know, when we got in the studio, I was at the house chilling. After the show, regular, I go home, rock it out, go home, chill. The promoter hit me up, was like, he want to get in the studio.
Dang.
So I'm like, stop everything I was doing.
How does that feel? Like, goddamn, like literally coming from the bottom, doing your thing, putting in your work, then all of a sudden you get a call from Young Dolph promoter.
Because of the work you put in.
Shout out to Rolo.
You know what I mean?
God damn.
He helped me with a lot of my business. That's how I met him. Yeah, Rolo.
100.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Rolo. 1,000.
Big dog.
He the one that brought him to, like, and it was up. That bag was up. So him to bring him
Wow.
back, and then hit me, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that shit love.
I couldn't kick people out of my studio session. It was like, who the fuck is all these motherfuckers like trying to, and he came dolo. Like him, a girl, and somebody else. Like, and then up here, somehow it just, I'm like, oh shit.
Damn.
He went in that motherfucker and knocked that bitch out. He really taught me how to record a different way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, speaking on that, because I like to get into that topic. So how do you record? Do you write your verses out, or do you punch?
I do everything.
You punch?
Yeah, I used to like to write, but then when I got my own studio, it just was that the
punch
same
is
thing.
like the punch is shit natural though. It's
it's like because when you rapping it and you writing it down, you gotta rap it first anyway.
Right.
So
Exactly.
you gotta rap it first, then
Exactly.
write it down. So I'm like, why the fuck am I gonna write it down when I could just say it?
You can just say it in the motherfucking mic, and then and get that natural.
How you really want to say it.
Yeah, how you want to say it right now.
Versus you going in the studio, you paying.
So you doing more punching than writing at the moment, or you?
No, it's kind of both.
You kind of just mixture of both.
Yeah.
Because I feel you. I feel you.
It's kind of both.
So what's your
I can do
preferred the way you go into the studio? Would you prefer like punching or just saying everything as one line?
Depending on what kind of time I'm on.
Yeah, the vibe you in. The bag you in at the
my
moment.
own studio, I'm gonna punch in. I'm gonna vibe. But if I'm in the studio, I already got everything.
Facts.
Like when Dolph did that song, I already had the song.
Facts.
So
that's why I was like, damn. But he picked that song out. Cause I was gonna play another song. I was gonna play him some shit. I was already in the studio. I was like, oh shit, if I get him on this shit, that shit gonna go crazy. And I rapped it to him, kind of was playing it, you know, he hearing it. Then I'm rapping it like he's seeing how my energy. He like, nah, I'm going. He just went in the booth. I was like, okay,
big facts.
that's the one you want to do.
1,000.
He punched in, but that shit was fire.
Right.
That was the best punch in. I'm like, oh, all right.
I see what's going on.
That's a crazy.
I like that.
The video was even better when we shot the video.
Facts.
1,000. Plug the song. What's the name of the song?
Money on my mind.
Money on my mind.
All platforms.
South James. You smell me?
I was just listening to that today, like, and he's my favorite rapper right now.
100.
Straight up, independent. That's me.
100.
Young Dumb, yeah.
Shout out to Key Glock too.
Yeah, Key Glock, man. Him.
Shout out to Glock
super
too.
Duper dope.
I fuck with Glock.
Humble.
Shout out to Glock.
Super G.
100.
That's a crazy story. I got, of course, got the song with him, so I linked back up with him. And just real quick with Key Glock, I didn't know who he was, but you know, and he was recording a song. I never forget. It was it was his first mixtape, and then it was On My Soul. This song On My Soul.
That shit right.
I be balling hard. I told my ACL like Derrick Rose, but we was in the studio because I was when I got out here, one of my guys that's out here that do music, he wanted a feature. They ran into each other on some without me, but he brought me up, and then he like gave him a discount on the feature and everything.
Word.
So then we pulled up to the studio,
Word.
and Key Glock was in there recording, and he really that shit. To be honest, that's why he like my favorite rapper, because that day taught me how to like do the music shit, like how to really use the facility to your fullest advantage and the extent, is that the word? Like you want to take advantage of every moment. So me, how I look
to
now,
his best potential for sure.
Yeah, like when you in the studio, don't just record. Have your artists in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Have a feature pulling up with 8 bands.
Shit, you paying for it.
Have your brother answering the phone before they even come in there.
Oh, so they showing you really peep how the operation need to be.
How your weed man sitting right there.
Facts.
Chef They got a chef. They got
Facts.
So after that,
I can dig that.
really over. Like, okay.
Like, I need to get my ducks in a row.
So going like from all of that success, because that's fucking mind-boggling to be honest.
Yeah, it's lit.
So then taking that, moving to the A, like what inspired you to take that success and then say I'm gonna slide down south? See how I'm gonna rock out with that.
Because things just happen a little faster out here. Like no matter how hot I was in my city or how many times I gotta keep taking it over, it just was not getting me to the next level. Because if I was doing that shit somewhere else, it would have been crazy. It would have been like when I first was like that. Like kind of like now, like so my city, how y'all found out about me is my city and out here got two totally different perspectives.
Big fact.
Like they know me for straight up take off, legend, GOAT, come out, everything. Mm-hmm. So out here I had to like, did I just fuck up when I came out here? Kind of like I left all that shit. But I came out here to learn more. Like I like challenges. Like I said, my city you'll be a casualty easily out there, and you hot. And I'm South James, like I'm on the South Side. I'm from the South Side. I'm right there. You can
Shout
catch
out to the
me
VA
right
Yak
there.
Town. We know
like you
about
catch
all
me
that
on Hall
shit.
Street, Milo, like right on the main blocks.
Big fact.
Like that was messing with my show money because I was right there. Like why we gonna pay you $5 bands and you right there? And we know you since football.
That makes sense.
You $250 and call it a day.
Yeah. Or we're just gonna let you feature. We just gonna pull you in just because.
Right.
So it was no monetary, donation.
Right. We just like your contribution.
But
to our
it was a
facilities.
donation because they was donating towards our future,
Facts.
helping us to hone our skills on the mic.
Facts.
In front of major events because he did all the major events. He did the Richmond Coliseum. He did the Richmond Speedway. He did all the small clubs in between. Everything that was.
But that leg work.
We did it.
Facts.
So once he got to the point where there was nowhere else to perform, the only place to go was out.
Facts.
And now that you mention that, not to stop you in a minute,
No,
you good, OG. I know you have to learn like the inspiration or the whole value of just hard work from somewhere. Like a lot of people don't do things out of the normal unless they actually feel that or get some inspiration from somewhere. Mm-hmm. So with your pop sitting right next to you, how did that, watching him do his thing, how did that add value to your own craft? How did that add value to your own thing that you wanted to accomplish or anything like that? Just watching pop.
That's a fire question. Jesus Christ, that's valid.
Oh yeah.
No.
Gotcha.
But just watching them, lead by example.
Facts.
Period. It ain't no secret.
Facts.
I watched them, so I just carry it every day like that. Like I never seen them number one work for nobody. Period. Like
That's
never
crazy.
ever seen them punch nobody
That's
clout.
dope.
Period. My whole life. So I already was like, okay, I got some competition.
$12 an hour ain't gonna cut it. $12 an hour in the factory for 8 days.
So once I seen that, and
ain't gonna cut it.
I seen them do it through all of the rain, the snow, the sleet, the sunshine. I seen everything.
Big facts.
And when you on your road to success, you not skipping nothing.
Dope.
You're gonna go through the rain. You're gonna go through the hail and the mud, and you're gonna go through everything. The terrain. Who built who built like they say Ford Tough? Who built the last? Who gonna go? Yeah, you got a nice Wraith, but the Honda, you can go all over the road. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
I mean, we still want the Wraith too, but we just want to make sure we gotta goddamn be gassed up for the low. We got to go.
Gas is real
We
low.
here.
Right now. You definitely.
We gotta be every point we know. So
It's damn near $1.50.
But we still gonna get the
a gallon. Facts.
But just watch. I just say watching him. It was. He just day in day out to this day. I mean, right now.
Shout out to Pop. Shout out to OG.
As we can see.
Yes, thank God for
Big
the myth, the man, the legend.
There we go. And I gotta
Most wanted.
definitely I gotta allow you to tell your story too, because it's only right.
Mm-hmm.
Just being able to be in that to where your son is actually inspired to damn near want to be just like you for real.
And not one son, but
Multiple.
All your
Yeah.
kids, you know, they
big facts. Big
it's
facts.
like we already, you know, introduced all the kids, everybody in their bag.
Exactly.
For that to be a thing.
That is
amazing.
That's a huge responsibility.
It's amazing. It's what I dreamed of as a kid.
Facts.
Because I grew up without a parent.
Facts.
You know, my mother early had a nervous breakdown. Father passed of cancer. So, you know, I'm 8, 9 years old growing up in Brooklyn. What up, Brooklyn? Brooklyn.
Hey.
Growing up in Brooklyn, you know, it was crazy. So, you know, I had an opportunity to make it to 18. And then, you know, my life began and I never looked back. And I just wanted more for my kids than what I had. You know what I mean? That's
big
important.
facts.
You want more for your kids than you have.
And that's
You're gonna make sure you're there. You're gonna make sure, you know, you provide them with every opportunity to make a difference.
So out of curiosity, what brought you to Atlanta from Brooklyn?
South Flames.
Oh, word.
Well, because of what he was saying earlier, with all the success, it's a lot of jealousy and envy that comes with that.
Facts.
And around the time when he was really starting to see some success musically, rest in peace, Dope B passed away.
Okay, yeah.
So when Dope B
Shout out to
passed
Dope B.
away, it was like, we gotta get out of here. I gotta get this guy out of here.
Dude.
We gotta get out of here because we're dealing with, you know, different age groups, you know, and they're all into music. So you got a guy who's been rapping for 20 years, but he's never performed that.
You can hold the mic a little bit closer.
He's never performed at the Richmond Coliseum. You got a guy who's been rapping 10 years, and he's looking at my son as if he did something wrong. So I'm cutting hair, and I would hear people say, "Hey, you know, I've been doing music for 5, 10 years. How'd he get on there?" So when you get those questions, and you cutting that person here, and they asking you that, you know everybody else is thinking like that. So then you start to think different about how people feel about your success. You may be successful and you're happy, but not everyone else is going to be happy.
Facts.
Not everyone else wants to see you win.
Can't make everybody happy. That's a fact.
Not everyone wants to see you win when you're winning. And so having the barbershop that was doing pretty good, then you got the studio, 2 Beyond Record Studios that helped. It just was a lot, and not everybody.
Facts. Not to mention, I failed to mention, this is a multi-talented family.
Yes.
Big fact.
Bro is a rapper. Pops is a barber. They got t-shirt shops.
Was.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Retired.
Was a barber. How long you just come for?
30.
30 years.
That was easy money. You smell me?
Let's get that correct. 30
Now you
years.
gotta pay that
I wasn't
ticket.
there that long.
You feel?
Stopped all that.
You gotta pay that ticket to holler at them now, though.
Oh,
You gotta pay that ticket if you wanna tap in.
Nice little
You know
ball.
what I mean?
Nice little ball.
For real.
Facts. But how did the actual shoe shop, like why would you, out of everything that you created,
Anything you
all the
could've done.
success you could have done, why would you say like a shoe shop was
The shoe shop
Go-to.
came because of the swag of what we gonna call this part of town?
Stockbridge.
Stockbridge?
Stockbridge.
Stockbridge.
I'm from Stockbridge.
We Stockbridge.
I'm
More
from Stockbridge.
Stockbridge, when I first came to the barbershop in Stockbridge, I noticed the swag, the sneaker swag, immediately. So I'm in there cutting hair, you know, you got guys coming in wanting to get their hair cut, right?
Facts.
So you're like, yeah, I got you next, but at the same time, I'm looking at the kicks like, yo. I'm looking at the style when we go out to different events, and I'm like, yo, they Giuseppe up, they Dolce, they Gucci.
Mind you, that's how I got him as a barber. I remember that. I remember that conversation.
Every situation.
I remember that conversation.
So I'm thinking to myself, yo, there's a lot of barbershops out here.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really needed. And I already did that already. So I'm not trying to come to a new state 800 miles away, 600 miles away,
Right.
whatever, and do what I was doing back then. I want to do something that I haven't done before.
Gotcha.
So the idea of the sneaker store came, and we mentioned it briefly, me and South, we mentioned it briefly, just saying, man, you know, it would be dope to
Like
have a
a
sneaker
year
store.
before.
Right, but not intending to open it, but just talking about how we notice the style and how we notice It was swagged up out here. So, you know, just talking about it, like, man, it would be dope to have a sneaker store. Like that kind of conversation.
That's a crazy phenomenon. And I'm going to go.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I just want to go a little deep. Like, just the fact that you said this is something y'all never done before.
Never.
And actually jumped off the ledge and said, we going to put this plan into action.
Absolutely.
That's completely a whole mindset that you got to be fully in control with. So how did that even evolve into an actual thing for real?
We took a page from out of, you know, you see all, you know, shout outs to all the foreigners who have come to this country from other places.
Facts.
But we just going to use.
It's not that Corona shit. Don't bring that Corona
exactly.
shit.
We just going to use, you know, you see a lot of, you know, whether they're from China or whether they're from whatever country they're from, Pakistan, all of these different countries, Jamaica, shout out to all our Jamaican brothers and sisters, wherever they're coming from a mentality of, we're going to take over.
Facts.
So if you go to the average gas station, you're going to see one or two nationalities. It's either going to be someone of Asian descent or someone of
Middle Eastern
descent. And so what we looking at all of these people going, what is the mindset when they come? If you're Asian, you're coming over with the mindset of, we're going to dominate. We're going to take over. We're going to find a job working with our people, and then we're going to branch off from that. We're going to work with our people first. We're going to learn the game, and then we're going to branch off. And then as we branch off, we're going to pull each other up.
Word.
So we took the same philosophy as if we were foreigners coming from out of another country and said, listen, we're going to come to this place. We're going to dominate. We're going to take over. We're going to work with our people. So the first thing you want to do is you want to work in a barbershop. Just working around your people, right? Then you want to bring your people up. So you say, hey, South, now I'm locked in. Come on. So now he come with his wife, and now they locked in. Now we find this building. He says, hey, I got an idea for that building. Remember you was talking about sneakers? Well, how about this? In Virginia, they have a store called Round 2.
Okay.
I'm very familiar with Round 2. And I know how their business model is ran. Why don't we bring that model next door? Now, at the time, I'm working at the barbershop.
Right.
So I'm thinking that's a great.
But I mean, for the people who don't know, like, what about round two is beneficial?
You can explain round two.
What about round two is beneficial? You know, like, how is that a plus to y'all organization? What do they do?
It was a plus, number one, because it was the blueprint where we was from. So it was like.
So what is round two?
Round two is like basically like. Yes, this is what we do, buy, sell, trade. So but their thing is round two, like the second go around.
That makes sense. Okay.
I got some shoes, I don't need them, blah, blah, blah. So that's that thing.
Facts.
So,
round two.
That's
I
fire.
heard about them, like, you know, wow before I ever even thought about it.
Right.
So
Before we even moved to Georgia.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it. So, but when I got here, same thing. But when I got here, I was doing shows and stuff, or doing something, going to the studio, or just, you know, you just gotta be fly out here. You know already.
Grinding. Do your thing.
So I'm like, well, my aunt, she stayed in Stockbridge, so I would stay over there at the time, or, you know, get a hotel. But my aunt lived here. Why would I do that? She by herself, so we'll stay over there. So then, and when he moved over here, I'm like, okay, now I'm seeing the swag. I'm seeing the culture. Like, okay, they don't even got no shoe store out here. Like, cause I have to go too far. And I was like, why I gotta go so far?
Especially from here.
Like before,
it's only a hit.
But it wasn't even that. It wasn't even athlete's foot. Like it wasn't nothing. Probably like 3 years ago, right before, like when we decided, I seen one. I finally seen one. Like, had I seen them, I probably would have thought of it.
So you had to go to South Lake.
South Lake or Lennox. Yeah.
So we know
Tanger for us. Fuck.
Yeah, we know.
We wasn't even knowing about Tanger, so it was Lennox or South Lake.
Damn.
That's it.
That's
there was
crazy.
And
When we was visiting.
Yeah, and rather than open a barbershop, which seemed to be the market was saturated.
Right.
The barbershop. So to me, it didn't really make sense. It didn't make sense.
And I had some experience with like retail, because in VA we were doing the music, but we had the clothes too. Like I said, Crazy Buzz Apparel. So that kind of gave me my experience with retail a little bit, even though we resell, but still it gave me a lot of experience. I made a lot of money doing it, selling merch.
Dude.
So it was crazy. Like I'm like, okay, Instagram merch, music. Oh, this the shit.
Word.
So then, when he was working right there,
Next
and
dope.
this was something else. What we sitting at? This was a vintage store, and I came here one time before too, but you know, I didn't think nothing of it.
Dude.
And then one day she moved to a bigger space, and this was for sale. And then
Damn.
I was just like coming up with ideas like, yo, I got a couple dollars. My girl, I pitched her the idea. She won't even understand it, nothing.
Oh, that's a great point. Now that you mention it. So, like, seeing your pops, all right, cool. You got the inspiration from owning your own business. But, of course, you got to take your own, your own wave. Do your own thing, for real. So, before the sneaker shop, before the music, did you work somewhere? You work somewhere else? Or?
Oh, yeah, I work. I
Hella
always
job.
hustling, work. Whatever I really, he wouldn't let me work, so that's how I had to.
Hustling, not meaning selling.
Yeah, no, not like
meaning
big
selling.
like that. But I would do all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely.
Just a hustler, period. I had to get creative, sell a game, blah blah blah. So that's how I got the hustling mentality.
Dude.
But as I got older, yeah, I worked, of course, like temp jobs or something, just because I ain't never
Big
worked.
facts.
So I was like, man, I want a job. I wanted one.
Big facts.
And then when I got out here, I already kind of had the tools, like my hustling spirit.
Dude.
But I had to do my thing out here too. Like if I don't care how much money, hey, hold on, she crazy.
So what would be like some major things that you would say to the audience, to the people that's listening, people that's watching right now? Even going from actually having the temp jobs and then saying, I'm gonna go into business for myself. What would be like some major key words of advice that you would say that would inspire the people for real?
Good advice is just your ideas.
Facts.
And just it's important who you share them with.
Dude.
Because you might have the dopest fucking firest idea ever and shared it with the worst person in history.
Shot it down.
Like, hell no. And then you probably can't even remember that idea.
Yeah.
Say, dog, you trying to open
no.
But that same
I probably
idea,
would have scraped.
it'll pop up later on.
I didn't realize that,
Yeah.
but that's a serious statement. Like, you trying to open a sneaker shop? Boy, you on some bullshit.
Yeah, no one was like that. It wasn't even about the money.
Yeah.
It was just straight up. My girl, like I said, was like, no.
Dude.
So that was kind of.
That was like, okay, well, who I'm gonna do this shit with? The back bro, who I trust. Number one.
Facts.
Who know business? Number two. I mean, just it's common sense. He been doing it his whole life, well, my whole life. So
Word.
it worked out
Perfectly.
super duper.
Facts.
Perfectly.
Facts.
Damn,
Now
so
we like
right.
Shaq and Kobe.
Facts.
Cause now he chilling. I'm gonna do the talking or whatever. He chilling. It's my time, so.
Dude. So
All
what
right,
y'all
OG.
having?
Hold on, I got a question
No,
for
go
OG.
ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I got a question for you. All right, so, to open up the sneaker shop shows an entrepreneur spirit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
To be a barber shows an entrepreneur spirit.
Shout out to all my barbers.
You know what I mean?
musicians,
Big
Like,
facts. Big
what-
facts.
last text.
What brings what encouraged you to be an entrepreneur? Like what led to you breaking out? Like, have you had jobs?
course.
Have you had 9 to 5s or part-time jobs before your entrepreneur spirit? And then what brought that out of you?
Man, I think growing up in Brooklyn, for one, you see the hustle. You see it.
Big
I
facts.
saw it. So I watched it, I breathed it, I lived it. And then luckily, my grandmother was not only a Pentecostal pastor, but she was an entrepreneur.
Right.
She bought and rehab properties. So maybe 35 years ago, if they had social media and they had the what is it now, where you have reality TV? She's been on reality TV.
Word.
She's been rehabbing projects. And
Damn.
a woman, African-American
Like that
woman,
HGTV.
she would have been that lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
I watched her rehab projects, and me coming up during, thank you, me coming up during hip hop.
And then down Julio, man.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
watching
Yeah, where the Don at?
right, where's the Don at, right?
It's a podcast.
Watching hip hop emerge,
Get it cracking.
I knew I wasn't gonna
What
be
time is it?
a,
Smoke some weed.
I knew I
we
wasn't gonna
closed.
be. I knew I wasn't gonna be a rapper.
Okay.
I didn't have it in me.
Word.
I didn't have it in me. But I knew I was attracted to the business side. And so I said, okay, you know, I had my fun being on stage, enjoying myself, feeling that love from the crowd, but I knew that this is not going to be sustainable. Because you got LL, you got Cool G Rap, you got King, you got EPMD, you got all these artists coming up, and I'm going, nah, I'm not built for that. But I know I could be a force in the music industry if I was behind the scenes.
That's a fact.
So, you know, I didn't know how I was going to get behind the scenes, but I knew that's what I wanted to do. And by coincidence, being that my grandmother was already an entrepreneur, she said, Anton, you know, when I was in the 8th grade, she said, yo, you know, I really think you should be a barber. So I'm in the 8th grade, and haircuts hadn't really become popular yet. The barber was not popular. The barber, as I remember it, when she mentioned it, was an older man, you know, who just, I didn't see anything in common with him.
Right.
So I didn't see the connection.
Right.
But she saw something in me that connected her with that
Gotcha. With that,
business.
yeah.
And so when she said that's what I should be, you know, I kind of shrugged it off, and I never thought about it until 12th grade. But by this time, I'm reading heavy. I'm reading crazy books. You know, Malcolm X. You know, Message to the Black Man, Elijah Muhammad, Martin Luther King, and a lot of these books really inspired me. Like, whoa,
Facts.
you know, the Nation of Islam is this is a business. This is an organization.
For real.
Sir.
You know what you know was going on in the South. It took money to do that.
Right.
It took money to do what they were doing in the South. So
Big facts.
that was a business. So I'm going, okay, this is what I need to be doing. But what kind of business? And then it came to me, Anton, you should be a barber. From 4 or 5 years ago. It came back. And that's when I got on my mission.
So at the time, what you was doing to make money?
I was working in New York City as a messenger, mostly a street messenger. So this was before emails. This is way before FedEx, UPS.
Before email?
Yeah, before all of that. There was no FedEx. There was no UPS. There was only the United States Post Office. So in New York City, if you wanted to get your message or your package to the next, say you want something to go from CBS to NBC.
Right.
You need, at that point, because the technology hadn't developed, you needed live people to take the package from NBC to CBS.
That's crazy.
And I was one of those people. And I would literally pick up one package, get tokens, and get on the train and take it to another part and deliver these packages. So I'm going into all these buildings, and I'm seeing all this business going on. So, of course, I was immediately attracted to it. So I knew that.
No disrespect, OG. That sound like the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Like, God
Yeah,
damn.
it really is compared to how, you know,
Facts.
instant
Shit is now,
Big facts.
You know,
Big
so
facts.
Because
That's
of
fucking
doing all
dope.
of that, and I'm so glad that
That's
I went
dope.
through it because I got to see business people, you know, handling business. And I'm like, okay, this is what I want to be doing.
Facts.
And so I was always attracted to the guy in the business suit. You know, this is what I want to be doing. And
Gotcha.
the only way you're going to do that is first you got to develop a skill.
Facts.
So I knew
Got
that
you.
cutting hair, I could develop a skill, and then that would
Move
take
forward
me
from
into
that.
business.
Big facts.
You know, so
Big
that
facts.
was my big thing.
So I have another question for you. So we know that, you know, you was cutting hair next door. You know what I mean? That you know, you came to Atlanta, you said 5 years ago, right? 3 years, 3 years ago, so 2 years later after you got here, you cutting hair next door. And now you own your own shop. Like you have your own venue, your own commercial property where you selling your own products, you feel me? But this is next door to you renting out somebody else's seat. And you know what I mean? And cutting hair and, you know, the stuff you explained to us off camera about how it was when you got here, you know, it's just immaculate. So how did you transition from cutting hair, working for somebody else? The people don't know you at the time. You didn't have a home, you didn't have a car, and all of this stuff. But you getting money every day, and you doing your thing. How did you go from that to owning your own commercial property and selling shoes and doing all of this stuff?
There it
South
is.
Flames.
There it
Because
is.
hadn't he come with the building was available. So there's buildings all across America, across the world that are make it.
Of course, okay.
But without a solid idea.
Right.
And then someone to actually execute the idea.
Word.
It's one thing to say, hey, Dad, I got a good idea. You go do it.
Right.
He said, Dad, I got a good idea. I'm going to go do it.
Word.
I was like, word? Oh, so you're going to paint the walls. So you're going to put up the shelves. I need you to paint that back wall, and then I want you to backsplash it with paint. You going to do that? Got you.
Word.
We got all that on video.
Word.
They're actually doing it. So
I
that
love
was the
it.
biggest
I love it.
inspiration when you see your partner, your business, because now it transcends family.
Facts.
It transcends family.
Facts.
It's not about family.
It's getting generational now.
It's getting generational.
Now it's getting
And also
generational.
now it goes into business.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're not just dad anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now we business. We in business together.
Mm-hmm.
We in business together. So now that's a whole different dynamic to the relationship.
And one thing I can definitely say, not to cut you off real quick.
Fine.
One thing I can definitely say, just from you relaying that story to us, that's an amazing example you have to set for South. For him to be able to be like,
To even peep that opportunity.
Yeah, like
to even spot the opportunity.
because the thing about it is,
You know what
as
I mean?
parents, we all inspire for our children to be better than what we were. Everything that we went through, we want
Right.
you to learn from these experiences and do something better. You did that. You did all of that times 10.
Facts.
So that's like super dope. And then here we are sitting in this facility.
The idea that he came up with.
Exactly.
He painted.
Exactly.
He all of this
Facts.
display cases
Facts.
and everything.
That's
He
crazy.
made my job easy. All I had to do was say, okay, I think it should be red. I think we should do this and this and that. And he's like, word, that's what you want to do? Okay, bet. Where you want it? Right here? No, we're not going to do it there. You want it right there? You don't like this color? Okay.
It was a lot of us though.
Yeah, it was a lot
It
of
was a
us,
team.
but It was
Facts.
a team effort. But I
Big
will
facts.
say, without him kind of leading the charge, it would have got done, of course.
Word.
But I just don't think it just would be as. If I would have had to do it by myself, first of all, I don't think I would have came up with the idea. So
Facts.
let's be clear on that. And then I would still needed people to help me implement. But what better person than
Right.
this guy? You know what I'm saying? So it just worked itself out.
Talking about sneakers, what we got on the floor? These things been blinding me.
They
They've
drippy.
been blinding me
drippy.
since
Oh
we-
man, these are
Ooh, big B's.
No, but show him.
He out here with the big B's.
Hold the feet up, cuz. Hold the feet up.
Oh, light up that.
God damn.
This nigga got assortment.
Yeah, charging today.
We got assortment.
I forgot a couple times. He told me y'all was
Big
coming. I was like, let me today. I had to set an
Let me
alarm.
charge my shoes.
I was heated. I was like,
Yeah.
dang, I can't go to get no, I wanted to
Big
get, I wanted to get
B's.
fly air.
All right, put them up, cuz. Put them up, bro. What you got on the
dang.
floor?
Big
What you got on the
B's.
floor?
Big B's.
What you got on the floor?
You smell me?
All right, cool.
You smell
Don't be
me?
too alarmed.
All right, cool.
That be weird. Now what y'all need to do is buy these Royal Toe ones I got for $3. That's what y'all need to be doing. My squad know what I'm talking about. Y'all better stop seeing me.
Facts. Big
So I
facts.
got a question for you though, South. Why you got the mic?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean. So I want the people to
Yeah,
know.
we here.
I want the people
Don
to
Julio
know.
on the.
Yeah, we got some more.
Let's get it
Oh,
cracking.
for one,
Let's get it cracking.
what type of artist are you?
Okay.
You know, that's for one. What type of artist are you? What type of music that you make, and you know who you make your music for? You know, so what type of artist
Man,
are
y'all, let me answer it. Y'all been look.
100.
Y'all ain't about to go that way.
100.
I need some interviews. Y'all fired.
Facts. I appreciate it,
But,
bro.
I would say it again. Let me,
First question: what type of artist are you?
What type of artist am I? I'm an artist that I get inspired
Okay.
by other art. Did that make kind of sense?
That's dope.
Like I'm an artist that get inspired by artists.
Dude.
So, but for the people,
Like kind of like I get inspired. Like I can't do it if I ain't inspired.
Got you.
Like
Got
y'all inspired now, I can make
Word.
a song about something.
word.
Y'all art. This is an art though. This is our art.
This
How y'all
is the
answer,
art.
how y'all ask questions. How you go about lining it up. It's an art. It's a skill. Everything.
Facts.
So what
That's
you
a fact.
keep going and keep doing. So I admire art first.
That's a fact.
I admire who made the beat. I admire who finna engineer me. I admire the art.
There we go.
Then I can go from there.
Do you have a do you feel like you in a certain genre as far as like we know we in hip hop, we know we in rap, but do you feel like you know, you got your J. Cole's with the backpack rap. You got your Futures with the, you know, with the drug type rap. You got all these different type of bags to be in. Do you feel like you in a certain bag, or do you feel like you can
actually helping me as an artist.
You feel me?
Because like I don't really categorize myself. I guess because it's me. You
Right.
know? So
Okay. Facts.
I might make a song. I don't talk about a specific topic heavily.
Gotcha.
Like I'm not gonna talk about drugs every song. I might drop like she popping pussy like a perk. I might say something like that.
Well,
But I ain't been a goddamn.
God damn.
I popped the perk.
God damn. Popping pussy like a perk. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Oh,
That ain't.
I get that.
You got cups in the bag.
Something like that.
Dude.
Facts though.
Like,
I feel you.
But
That ain't like your go-to.
no.
But you probably don't have a go-to.
I get inspired. Like if we in Miami or something, or coming back, or we counting some money or some shit like that, and then however the beat is, that shit might, you don't really know the flow.
100.
Nigga
So,
said
like-
popping pussy like a perk.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the other rap genres? Like, cause I'm trying to, you helping me figure.
I mean, you
out,
got the, you got the
pop. Yeah, I definitely don't do the
backpack
drugs.
rappers. You got.
What's a backpack rapper?
That's
like your J. Cole's, Kendrick's.
Okay.
You
Like
know,
low-key,
the conscious
real mellow.
type
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
you
that
know,
type of shit.
He's
that type
backpack?
back. Who? J. Cole? Yeah, he a backpack
I agree with
rapper.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know,
All right, so break down what is a backpack? What is a backpack rapper?
conscious shit, you know, just
right.
like
Facts.
niggas speak on political shit and shit.
Okay,
There you go.
know what I
Okay, a
mean?
backpack rapper.
Childish Gambino.
Okay,
Them
yeah,
type,
something like
yeah, that
You know
type
what I
shit.
I hope
mean?
they don't get offended.
Yeah.
No, they
Shout out-
fire
shout
though.
out- shout out to
Yeah,
y'all.
You know, ain't nothing against them. I'm a fan.
Big
No,
facts.
but besides that though, back to the other question was, like, who do you make your music for?
Okay, that was a fire one.
Yes.
Who do I make my music for? I make my music for people that just, well, I guess like me, so I guess just that keep an open mind, good energy, just like
Word.
excuse
You
me.
good?
But entrepreneurs, I'm definitely gonna be talking about that bread
Facts.
now.
Sneaker
Word.
head,
Big
Like
facts.
fashion.
the people
Word.
that just relate to me, cause I mean, I'm as a human, you got different emotions. So
That's a fact.
I think
That's a
personally, I might haven't tapped into the exact emotion that I provoke certain people to have. You know, cause like you might got pain music, like that's kind of like a genre.
Rarest
Like my boy
Yeah, it's the
Derez.
shot, yeah.
Like,
My baby.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Derez.
Yeah, he go
That-
crazy.
And he be here.
He go crazy.
Yeah, that's my. He
Dude.
treat him like his dad.
Well,
That made
100.
him my big brother. Like, oh look,
100.
like his music, like his genre. I would say like him and like Ride Wave. Like they
Rod
got.
Wave, that's my baby
But-
too. I
Yeah.
fuck with Rod Wave.
Same vibe.
For sure.
I have to find that emotion that for me that
Right.
It might be my I might talk about pain, but or I might talk about being happy better. So me,
Dude.
I might talk about everything.
Well, one thing I will-
You know which really one.
One thing
I
I
might
will-
try to say some Spanish better than you know. I try to love it.
1,000.
One thing I will say is,
Yeah, I don't go.
Facts.
I ain't no goddamn goofy. I ain't no clout chaser. I don't do anything like that. But
Facts.
I like challenging myself. But keep making music. I know. I think for me, I think happy like good vibes. Like
Dude.
when you ready to drink, cut on flame. You ready to turn up.
sir.
I think I'd be good with that.
Yes, sir.
100.
And it's crazy you say that because I tapped in the studio a few times, and yeah, that shit wasn't cool.
Oh, you was rapping?
Yeah, I tried
Okay,
to.
good.
I definitely tried to. Definitely
Good,
tried to.
yeah.
Yeah, I got that skill up under my belt. I got ABC.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got. But the crazy thing is, just what you saying that is like your versatility to jump into different waves
Facts.
and go wherever you want to. Cause like the last track you just dropped, the narrow
Hey,
track.
y'all go check out that Plot
Yo,
of the
yeah,
Narrow.
go check that out.
Yeah,
On YouTube right now, goddamn
That's
it.
a fact.
just want to stream that way. We
Well,
just want to go.
Hey, no, it's really a vibe though.
It's
Like
crazy
it's
because-
hard.
That's
Like-
different though. That's something different.
It's hard.
Before, like, I listened to a few of your tracks. That's one of the most
Appreciate that.
most
bit
different tracks
hard.
that I actually heard too. For sure.
Man,
real.
to be honest, how it came, we got a lot of like Latino American clients. So shout out to my Latino.
Hey, all day. Shout out to the brown boys. Shout out to the brown girls.
So when
real.
I'm like, and I'll be dealing with Latino Americans, Spanish, Dominican, Puerto Rican, and I just I'm like, damn, they fuck with me so hard. Like, they know my music, they know the store, they support me every which way. So I was like, what the fuck can I do? And I was dropping the project Deeper Than a Dream, and I'm like, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna put one on there for them. And that shit was crazy.
When you mentioned it, I was like, God,
Even the video crack. That shit
Oh,
bang.
Yeah, that shit is a vibe.
Yep.
That shit is a whole
There we go.
vibe.
Exclusive. Executive produced.
Exactly.
That
That
shit
shit is a
bang.
vibe.
That shit bang. I see the cheeks on Instagram. Yeah, that shit.
So I'm like, you know, we gotta be like, one thing we not gonna do, cause see, where music is hidden, like nowadays, it's, you know, we used to want to be on TV and stuff like
Right, MTV,
you know,
BET,
but now
yeah,
it's
yeah,
them Goddamn blogs.
No, yeah.
So, but what I'm
That's
not
a
gonna
fact.
do is do no goofy shit.
Can't.
So
Facts.
what I do is, you know, let the girls get on. They gonna get on the blogs.
Oh, you know.
Let them
You know the people love the
Yeah,
women.
so and it actually been
the females are becoming the new. The females are becoming the new A&Rs.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yes,
to
they
With
them.
are.
this
Yeah, without no goofy
coronavirus-
shit. Yeah.
Without this coronavirus, they would be in the clubs and it would be normal.
Facts.
So now they have to figure out how can we add value without actually being physically in front of you. And so we figured out what they were doing and how would that benefit us and how what we're doing benefits them. And
Facts.
so, you know, again, his ideas, Scott.
And it's quarantine. Everybody want to see ass.
Dog, y'all ain't got no mask on. We ain't 6 feet away.
Oh shit!
I ain't even realize this shit.
This was after quarantine.
Yeah, damn.
When we dropped
Shit.
this. And what they doing? I heard you go on a restaurant right now. Shit, that shit.
That's
was
true.
fake. But you gotta think
Open as
about
hell.
it. They wanted us to close our business, and now they want you to. Oh yeah, now shit back normal. Hell to the motherfucking.
How do you say you got me fucked up? You got me fucked up?
But y'all
Right, there
can
we
pull
go.
up to the Sneaka Plug,
Yeah,
though. Get you some
Facts.
stuff.
We right here.
We got actually we probably the only store that got disinfectant spray. And we bought it from VA too.
Big fat
And we got
pull-up.
hand sanitizer and disinfectant wipes.
Big facts. So sanitize. They sanitize
So, let
over
me
here at the
ask y'all a
Sneaka
question.
Plug.
What got y'all doing podcasts?
Oh,
this
shit.
Is super. Because number one, let's do a shot. Number one, this is the first ever
first interview.
podcast in the. Everybody gonna want to try this.
No,
We
this
gonna
is the first
crazy.
interview we ever had.
Oh wow!
For our podcast. Y'all be first. This is the first interview.
Big
I got
Y'all cracking doors open. You
got a
feel me? Oh, no, pull me up.
Yeah, we definitely
I'll
gotta do
pull
it
me up.
again.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Y'all crack the doors open for us, man.
We gotta get it cracking.
Z, you ain't got no weed.
We gotta get it cracking.
Come on, get Z a shot too. Z, that's engineer champion. He fucking do your website.
He will do anything and everything. He will go to
transmission.
the store. Z, can you go get me a black? Yeah, no, I got you.
1,000. You gotta have them on the squad.
That's who you call.
Shout out to Big Z.
Z don't play no games.
Shout out to Big Z.
Dealing with graphics, printing,
Anything.
He got you.
Beats.
That guy got you.
I thought he was lying, but he really do everything.
The key is we want only qualified people around us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We only want qualified people around us.
Let's get this shot for our first what's the name? We gotta do this. It's big time.
We actually gonna
To
tap in.
Tap in.
Entrepreneurship.
Gang.
Most wanted
We in here.
life.
There it is. Life. I like
Man, I can't believe it though. This
Who your favorite artist, so?
young fucking dog. And me.
And you gotta say your favorite pair of shoes too. What's
My
your
favorite pair of shoes, Jordans. All of them. Every last
Which,
one of them.
oh, damn.
They changed my life. I don't
Tens
know.
go bonkers.
Okay. If I had to be specific,
Them tens go
I
bonkers.
mean,
We from up north.
to be specific, we have
Tim's.
Detroit, Michigan.
okay. Good. So we got some. We
need some
got
Timbs.
that little up north a little. Running through it. They still consider us the Harlem of the South, but you know people think we up north, so
Facts.
kind of got that.
Virginia definitely considered up north. Y'all niggas
Of course, but it's not. It's really the South.
Once you
It's
get
like
to
it
Virginia,
started. That was like
when you live in
where they
Virginia.
made the law.
When you're in Virginia, they don't look
Hey,
at
yeah, cause y'all right by the.
But we
DC
Richmond
and
City,
all that
man.
kinda
I'm
shit.
telling you,
Y'all
y'all
was
come
South
down there.
Carolina, North Carolina, though, right?
But
Yeah,
they still-
it'll
when
start
you're in
telling North
when you're in
Carolina.
Richmond, You're not really
That's how I
looking
feel.
at yourself as.
But we get north. Yeah, we get.
But when you're here, because you're 600, 700, 800 miles. When you're here, you're 600, 700, 800 miles away. It would be considered north.
Right.
But technically, it's not. It's still south when you're in Richmond. So just to have my kids, you know, I've been blessed, and everyone is doing.
Shout out to Pusha T.
Right.
Shout out to Push. Shout out to Clip.
Yeah, we here. AI.
Hey, shout out to
Michael Vick.
Vic, shout out to my baby Vic.
Everybody that
sir.
came from-
Hey,
Timberland, for
Yeah.
real.
shout out to Anton, shout out to
Yeah,
South.
South.
Y'all motherfuckers
Facts.
doing y'all thing, nigga, in the Atlanta.
Big
You
facts.
feel me?
Like,
Like,
make
black
sure y'all-
entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Like, from the ground up.
I got some more questions for y'all though. What made y'all want to do, you know,
An interview with y'all.
yeah, a podcast, not an
Oh,
interview,
with a
a fucking
podcast?
Just
podcast.
a podcast in general.
I watch podcasts like if they 2 hours. At first I'm like, I'm never doing that.
Right.
I ain't watching no shit that's 2 hours.
do.
But then like I ain't gonna lie, like Drink Champs, Noriega, I'm like, oh nah, and I felt like I was with them. I'm like, man,
Every
they
time.
drinking, they
Every
smoke.
time.
I'm man, we ain't smoking this shit. But yeah, like I'm like, okay. And then I started like getting hip, like, and then I don't like the other. I ain't gonna say I don't like him, but yeah, Drink Champs, he like one of the fires. But
Well, see, this is my brother though. Like we known each other for a long time, and like we tried many businesses solo. We do our thing solo. We got a lot of different things. You do the comedy. You got the moving business. I got the photography. I do music.
yeah.
I got all of this stuff. But like we always work with each other.
yeah,
So we had to figure out a way to get money together.
that's dope.
You feel
And
me? Like
y'all branding,
we had to figure out a way to get money together.
Yeah, minding your business.
y'all definitely
Owning a business. You
Yeah,
feel me?
Yeah, no, for sure. So
That's where we
like
at.
y'all doing the right thing. Y'all picking out good
But
talent.
this man inspired me though, cause he been an entrepreneur. He was the first one to branch out of everybody I know, as
Okay.
far as out of the work world.
Super dope.
You know what I mean? He was the first one to branch out. He been grinding ever since. Inspired me to get out of that shit too. And shit, I do my shit, he do his shit, but we do this together.
That's dope.
You feel me?
Y'all got a team too. That's what I like.
Facts. And he been with me for years.
Yeah.
You
I was
feel
talking to
me?
him.
My engineer, our audio engineer,
Yep.
Brian. You
Yeah,
feel
shout
me?
out to
Everybody,
Brian.
he off camera.
Yeah,
Big
But he been riding with us for years.
Yep.
You
DJ
feel
Esco
me?
over there.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, I didn't understand watching no podcasts, and
The
then I
importance
did,
of it.
yeah.
It's
Like just
important.
watching, even YouTube
Good
reactions.
for branding though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if you
I think
you branding yourself.
with the branding thing too. That's cool, but I feel like this is a great platform to actually express yourself.
Yeah.
Let people know you got a voice.
Yeah.
I agree.
And
what I'm
to
saying?
inspire,
I agree.
Yeah, all that kind of
educate,
stuff.
He told me
school.
when he went. Now it's funny because this is a former client. This guy is a former client.
Word.
Fade up.
So when he
Word.
told
Fade
me
up.
what he was,
Weak ass barbers out here. About fade up, soft as hell.
I got you.
Duh.
Buddy, I got you. I think.
He got them together.
Yeah.
He got them together.
I got him. But the funny thing is, I remember him talking about him doing the podcast. Like, yo, OG, yeah, you know, I want to get you in your sneaker store in the podcast.
Word.
I was like, the only way I'll do it is if we got to get everybody. I got to get the whole crew. I can't. It's not about me. It's
Facts.
about the whole crew. I got a whole crew with me, and we got to highlight. If I'm gonna be highlighted, they got to be highlighted.
Facts.
So you know,
Big facts.
big kudos to you for just even asking me to do it. I truly appreciate it, and I'm glad that through all the corona and all of this stuff, because we were supposed to do it, that it just worked out where we were all like patient. Like, okay,
Big facts.
we need to do it in 2 months. Okay, we'll be ready in 2 months.
Facts.
Because we knew, 2 months later, we that much smarter.
Facts.
We that much more armed with information, and that's what it's going to take for us to win. Being armed with the information and being able to give it to the people. So the information you people need to know is
4659 North Henry Boulevard. Don't play with me. Cash out, $ KEYX. That's all y'all need to know.
Do.
But other than that, I would say this is dope because y'all the first ones to do this. A lot of people wanting to do this
Actually,
shit.
the funny thing is, we've offered.
Yeah, we
other
did.
people.
Oh my God, I don't even want to get into it. Yeah, they were gonna do it. They're gonna bring artists in. We was gonna actually let somebody bring your people, let you
do what you do.
Work it out.
They didn't.
But they ain't fall through.
They didn't fall through.
Podcast different.
Well, let's tap in. We pulling
Yeah,
up on
tap
that.
in.
We pulling up on
Tap in. Thank God.
We some real niggas though.
Yeah, and not even bad mouth. I'm just saying, y'all, that is important to know that.
No, of course.
Yeah, you gotta follow through.
Of course.
Come with these great ideas.
And it's gonna go viral.
And we saying, yeah, let's do it. Or even if we saying, yo, you do podcasts? Let's do a podcast.
Let's get it
together.
popping.
Facts.
Let's do it.
Let's
It can't
facts.
be talking.
Now everybody gonna want to sit on this brown chair.
Right. This is it. This about to be the shit
Like,
now. You feel me?
Nah, do it right there.
I'm glad we was able to spark y'all off like y'all sparked us off.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts. Big
We
Yeah, no,
first.
we know why
Now,
you here.
Before we sign off, please plug y'all social medias.
Where
please
can we
plug,
find South James?
Yeah, please plug y'all stuff.
South James, SOUF James, please. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, Facebook. I don't be on all that, but mainly Instagram. I guess like Snapchat, I don't be on there, but I'm gonna try to be on all that. Just South James, everything. But if you really want to do the business, just Instagram and just DM and
SOUF.
or at the real Sneaka Plug, because I'm running a lot of accounts, so but streaming wise, definitely South James on all platforms. We definitely own our masters. We definitely need that. Good bags. Thank you. And we're going to do customer appreciation soon. So.
Big fat. That's South James. That's SOUF.
Soon.
The OG Anton. How can we find
listen,
you?
man, most wanted 718.
Yes, sir.
Young OG, we in the building.
Yes, sir.
Now, what can we expect in the future?
What y'all got?
What y'all got coming in the future? What should we be expecting?
That's a great question.
What y'all going to expect?
World domination. I didn't want to say that, but that's what. As soon as you said it, I was like, "World domination." You'll see us in the Dominican Republic. We'll be in Australia.
All right, Trump, we
We'll
at your
be
neck, bro. We at your neck, Trump.
Uruguay. We're
we go.
there.
Wow.
Germany. See you soon.
1,000.
Y'all need to
What are we expecting from South?
expect
The unexpected.
already lied their ass up. Now, for real, a great example. Like, if you meet me, we link up, if we do something, expect to, just get everything that you got coming, because it's coming. Like, we from the bottom, we from the mud. You better expect that 30 under 30, that Forbes list, too.
Got me fucked up. We in that bitch.
We on that bitch.
But as always, man, shout out to Big OG, man.
And expect that music.
Shout out to South, dog.
Thank you, man.
Man,
Appreciate
God
y'all.
damn.
It was fire.
Y'all-
that was fun.
Y'all have no idea.
Yeah, man.
You can leave him hanging on camera. That's cool.
We tapped in. Yeah, that Don Julio.
It's the dawn.
What's the time on this? B?
Shout
What's the
out
time
to
on
y'all, man.
Oh, we put him on the spit eye.
But as always,
Y'all
man,
need to get it was a lot of information.
Oh,
Better
nice.
get it.
Big
Y'all better
Value. Plenty
it's
value.
always, man,
good
check
values
out
from
my
the
dog, South
bottom. I
James.
don't keep telling y'all this.
Shout out to your IG one more time.
Man, South James, stream it, YouTube it, everything. please.
SOUF.
Facts.
We own our masters.
OG, what's your
Most wanted. Most wanted 718. Most wanted 718.
Let's get it.
There we go.
MOST wanted 718.
Let's get it.
And as always, man, it's Tap In Podcast. We on Instagram at Tap In.
Prices went up.
1,000.
Already rich
Good
underscore
prices.
KW. Tap in with us, man. I'm with my humble host, Marcel Bossy,
You
in
know
the
I'm
building.
in the building.
Jeremy O'Neal. You can follow me at Jeremy O'Neal. I'm on Instagram,
Neal.
Facebook. And that's what it is, bro.
Bossy shit only, man. Marcel Bossy on all platforms. Shot by Marcel for the Instagram. If you want to hop into my little photography bag, holla at me.
Let's tap in, and we tapping out.
You did.
Never plug in, never plug out.